Hey, I'm hanging out here in the sun. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm having a great time. And I've got Pokemon Pinball on my Game Boy Advance SP. And Tommy keeps giving me these Pokemon games to review. I don't know why he doesn't want to review them. Instead of a steel pinball, you've got a Pokeball, and it's flipping and flying all over the place. You've got to hit the right targets and catch the Pokemon. You got little Poke critters crossing the screen. You got to try to hit them with the Pokeball a few times. Then you get to collect them and save them to the cartridge. It has all the bumpers and targets. You've got flipper control with the A button and pressing left on the D-pad. You've also got 3 types of tilt control, so you can actually tilt up or tilt left or right depending on which buttons you're pressing here. There's 2 different kinds of tables that you get on the cartridge. You've got the Ruby table, you've got the Sapphire table. The tables are kind of similar. They've got a little bit of different sort of background stuff, but you know, basically the layout is the same. That's kind of my only gripe with the game. I wish that the tables looked a lot different. The best part about the game, though, are the bonus missions and the bonus sort of levels that you get in the thing. You unlock new bonus missions as you get higher points and go further into the game. You have to do 3 regular Pokemon on the table, and then you unlock a bonus round, and then you get the 4th Pokemon, and that's a little bit more super duper, and then that cycle continues and continues. Good thing, though, they've actually included a save slot on the cartridge so you can go back into your game. You don't have to sit there and play the whole thing and, you know, miss your movie or your bus. I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10. All right, we're back, and we want you to imagine that this was winter, and the mountains behind us were all filled with snow, and people were snowboarding with big smiles on their face, because we're going to talk about SSX3. It's from EA Sports Big. It's for the PlayStation 2, but it's also going to be on the Xbox and GameCube. What did you think of this game, man?
SSX has a huge following. The people who love SSX really love SSX.
Yes.
And I think they're really going to love this game as well.
Well, I'm one of those people. I love the first SSX. I'm one of those people that thought the first one was the best launch title with the PlayStation 2. It really showed off what that system was capable of, and I had a great time playing that game. When Tricky came out, I was not as blown away by that one. I didn't like the trick system that much, the new one that they implemented, although there's lots of extra stuff in that game. And now this game is an even larger extrapolation, and they've changed a lot of what the original SSX was all about. The main difference between this SSX game and the previous ones is that they've made the entire race on one mountain with different peaks. So you can actually finish the game and be able to race from the very top of the mountain to the very bottom of the hill, and it's going to take you like half an hour.
Again, they added some other stuff. Like this year, they have a recovery button, or recover button, which I thought was nice. Cool. So when you start to do your tumble, if you hit the square button really quick, he'll get back on the board quicker.
There's also online play now, so you can play against other people on the PlayStation 2.
Which is good.
That's cool. And there's new characters. There's this Vigo guy. I wonder where they got that name from.
Lord of the Rings, maybe?
I don't know.
My favorite thing that they added was the avalanche.
Yes.
So you can actually kind of see the avalanche coming down. The graphics look great. I mean, the pine trees, the snow. I mean, it all looks good.
It's the same kinds of environment.
Yeah, it's a ramp, and it's a snow, and it's a tree, and that's all you get for the whole game.
But that's the challenge with making a snowboard game, because not only do they have to compete with the fact that even though this is a very unrealistic snowboarding game, it has to adhere to some of the things that we know about snowboarding, and there's lots of snow, and it's white, you know, so it has to have that. If you've never played SSX before, this is definitely the one to pick up. Absolutely. You're going to have a great time with it. There's lots of really fun stuff to enjoy in this game. We haven't talked about the music, but I really like the soundtrack in this game. They've got this whole new radio thing going on, and they've got great artists like Queens of the Stone Age, and the Neptunes are involved, and all kinds of remixes that you've never heard anywhere else are there. This is a fun game. It's just, we've played this game before, and there are other snowboarding games still yet to come, and to be honest, I'm looking forward to more of a realistic type of snowboarding simulation like AMP2. I want to see the weather look more realistic and the environments look more realistic, so, you know, I didn't hate this game at all. 7.5 out of 10.
It's exactly what I give it, 7.5. Finally, we agree.
On the positive side, SSX3 features incredible graphics, a great job in the visuals. There's a great soundtrack and a cool in-game radio station. But the best part about the game is all the new interactive environmental stuff. It's amazing to race with an avalanche behind you.
On the negative side, although the tracks all look amazing, there's really not that much variety in style. And although this is the best SSX game to date, it's starting to seem a little bit like overkill.
All right, speaking about the funky music in SSX3, let's move on to a new product now for the Xbox. This is called the Xbox Music Mixer. This is an original thing to offer Xbox owners. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I mean, it comes with a microphone.
Right.
You plug the microphone into your controller.
Right.
And it turns your Xbox into a karaoke machine for around $40.
Not too bad.
Which is great because, you know, a lot of these karaoke machines, you know, they can get up into the hundreds. And this one actually does it really well. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not into karaoke.
Right.
And watching this guy sing a version of Madonna's Papa Don't Preach really don't do it for me. But
that was pretty good.
If no, you're awful.
All right.
But if you're into this whole thing, this is a really good alternative, and it's got the power of the Xbox behind it.
Well, you know what? They've done a great job. I mean, I got to be honest. This is a good karaoke machine.
There's a lot of different things you can do as well. You can bring in music of your own and put it on your Xbox hard drive. You can import pictures as well to make slideshows.
I enjoyed monkeying around with the Xbox Music Mixer, and I'm going to recommend it.
I recommend it as well.
On the positive side, $40 for the software and microphone's a good deal. It connects to your PC, and you can import your own music and images.
On the negative side, not everyone likes karaoke. It would have been cool to include a lot newer music as well as different styles right on the disc that it comes with. And finally, who the hell wants to hear Victor Lucas singing Papa Don't Preach?
Stick around. We're coming right back with a look at Crimson Skies for the Xbox.